Hey guys, so today I have another cosplay review. I actually purchased a Shoto Todoroki cosplay, so I will be reviewing that today. Um, I'll just show you on my orders. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, but it's this one over here. It's $117.99. I think that's US pricing. I'm not entirely sure. There's a but there was US and then there was Canadian pricing. Normally, the site that I buy from, which is Cosplay FTW, I'll leave a link in the description box below if you want to look at their website and stuff like that. But typically, their stuff is you can change it on the computer. So if you're on your desktop, you can change it if you want like Canadian pricing or different types of pricing. But typically, when they cash you out, it is US pricing, and then using PayPal, it will like convert it for you. So yeah, basically that's what it is. I think most of the pricing that it shows on like the tracking thing though is actually American, so I think that's what it is. Um, excuse the pillows and so many things, but I have Shoto here. Basically, I bought a size small. There will be a sizing chart if you go to the website. I'll leave all the links in the description if you want to buy this cosplay or look at like the sizing for this cosplay. But there will be sizing. Um, in case you guys are somewhat close to my sizing in some way or something like that. I bought a female small, so there's male and female sizing, but these are my measurements in case you are similar or want to see like what I looked at in terms of like what was close to my sizing and stuff like that. But basically, I put it in centimeters first and then I converted it to inches because some sites and different cosplays, from different manufacturers, they're either in centimeters or inches, so it completely depends on where you're buying it from. Um, I'm just gonna get started. It came in two bags, but it actually was stuffed into one. I just didn't fold it properly when I was trying, because I wanted to see how it was first before I did a review. So this is the first thing. So this is his it's a one piece suit. It's not two pieces. So I don't know. I was thinking that his costume was one piece for Shoto from My Hero Academia, but then I was like, I don't remember. So yeah, but it comes with the button on the neck area. So you can see this. Try not to knock down my thing, but it's just a button. It's a nice button too, and it's been sewn really well, so it won't like break. This is kind of a little bit elasticy, but it's not really that stretchy. And then these parts are like those painted things. So eventually, if you wear this too many times, I guess it would scratch out. But normally, if you're careful with it and you wash it delicately, it shouldn't be able to come off. But again, just a warning, like this type of material, it does tend to scratch off and stuff like that. Okay, and then this is the sleeve, and then this is actually all zipped up from the front area, so it's like the crotch area. I'll show it to you when I'm wearing it. I will put it on. And then the side of the legs actually have this cross pattern on it. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this on first and then I'll just show how it is. Okay. Trying not to knock off my mic because my mic is not on something stable. But my bed is here. I was just kneeling down on a mattress I have on the floor too. So it's a one piece. When I tried it on, it was fairly long for me, so it's a good size. It's just a little bit longer. If anything, if it bothers you, you can either get it, what's the word? You can fold it up like this, or because he's wearing boots in his cosplay. This does not come with the boots or the armrest thing that he has, but if you wear the boots, you don't have to worry about this, or you can fold it up if it kind of bothers you for the length. Again, this is a size small, and typically my height's not really a small height, but for this, I feel like this is an American sizing, so it should work fine if you're looking at American sizings. But yeah, this is a little bit long. But you can also modify it so that way you kind of get this trimmed or folded back. I think there's like if you go to some places that stitch up your clothing and modify it for you, you can get it like a smaller, so you can get them to sew it to look like it's smaller. But I probably won't do that because a lot of places are closed right now, and I normally don't get anything trimmed if it's modifying. I try to do as little as I can, but because I'm not good with modifying stuff. But anyways, if I had to, I would do it myself. But it doesn't really bother me the length, so it's fine. So it's just like this. The sleeve is a bit big for me, I think. I need to zip it up and see. So this is what it looks like, and then the zipper, I'll zip it up first. So the zipper reaches here, and then, let's see, the shoulder length is pretty good. It's not that big compared to me. I prefer it this way because if it's like any further up, it becomes tight. So just keep in mind. I don't think they say the shoulder thing. I'm not sure if they say the shoulder stuff, but some of their cosplays do have shoulder measurements. So if they do say, you can also measure that area, but I didn't need to for this one, so I don't think they did. So you can just, so the button is, the zipper is blue, so you don't have to worry about it sticking out. And then you can just try and do this. So like so. And then for these, it does show the sleeves rolled up, so I kind of roll it up myself, but this is the actual length, so it's like a little more than half of my arm because the elbow, but you can roll it up as much as you want to be accurate, if you want it to be accurate or so, but basically you can roll it up nicely and then it will look nice. Like on the picture, it shows that it is rolled up, so this is one of the things that I'm just like, I'm just gonna do myself then. The only one thing that I don't really like about one pieces is the crotch area doesn't look that nice. I'll show you guys. So it's like that. It's a bit like, this is the waist. I think this is the waist area because there's a stitching line here, which you can't see because it's very small. But yeah, it's a bit baggy, but it's okay. This is what the back looks like. I don't know if you guys can see my feet. I have a lot of things here, so yeah. So it reaches to a little longer than my ankle, and that's about it. So it reaches close to my ankle. Sorry, I'm trying to use my tripod. I got my tripod around like a month ago, and I'm still learning how to use it, so it's a bit difficult. But yeah, so it kind of reaches to my ankle, and that's it. Um, but it's not super long. If it bothers you, again, you can fold it up, or because Shoto does wear boots, it will cover it up, or you can get it modified and trimmed and hemmed if you want to. And then there's this one. It says it's from Classic Fashion Vogue Style. I guess this is the manufacturing they bought it from, the manufacturer company that they bought it from. Shoto has the least amount of accessories that I have seen from any cosplay that I've purchased so far. Or I think Bakugo has the most because he has so many arm stuff going on. So this is the belt. It has like these are like these medical kit things that he has, and basically these are made out of stuffing, and then it's just a string sewn onto this button, and then these are the back of these types of buttons, and then I think this is like faux leather. It's pretty well made, I would say. Like they cut it pretty nicely. Um, some places, other places, I had difficulty because it wasn't super clean cut for like the faux leather, so the finish wasn't nice. But this overall is pretty good. And then it just comes together with a Velcro. For the medical kits, they didn't really try to make it like some sort of plastic thing or metal thing. It's just a stuffed faux leather type of fabric too, but it's like a plushy thing, which is okay. I mean, it's soft, so it doesn't hurt you at all, or like it won't hurt you. So yeah, so this is what the inside looks like, and you can see everywhere where like the buttons are put on, and then this Velcro. So I will say like the cutting and the stitching is pretty good on this one. So some places they have issues with cutting it really nicely and cleanly, and then there's like fraying going on everywhere for the fabric, for especially faux leather material. So I'm really happy with this. It's kind of poofy when you move in certain areas, so I have to keep adjusting because that kind of bothers me. But I know a lot of people are okay with like clothing being poofy and stuff, but I'm kind of like one of those people that's like, oh, it doesn't look right, so I keep trying to adjust. But it's basically what it looks like on the waist. Okay, and the last thing that he has is the harness. I tried this out, but it's pretty loose on me. I feel like a lot of cosplay manufacturers, because there's a whole bunch that cosplay sites actually team up with and buy from, but basically a lot of these like armored pieces and stuff like that are normally like a one size fits all thing. I noticed a lot of them are like overly big, and like they're too big for me, but I think it's just because I'm really skinny and they don't really make like smaller versions of them. It's like a one size fits all thing. Because I did buy a Sun Eater cosplay once, and he has like the shoulder pads. But I had issues with that because the strap for underneath, it's supposed to be clear, but the strap underneath is really big and I have to modify it. So if you're a smaller build, you might have to modify things because there's a lot of stuff that feels like it's like, especially armor pieces, they feel like they're a one size fits all. They're not like a, oh, I can just get a small size type of deal. So yeah, but this is the inside of it. So you can see that there's two pieces, and then there's a button. Again, this is nicely cut. It's faux leather, so it's nicely made. And then this is all it is, basically. And then they added like the 4 buttons here too. But you'll notice like this is 2 pieces, just not completely stuck together. I guess that makes it easy for it to bend. So I'll show you what I mean when I put it on. So you'll notice like this part is kind of okay. It's not that massive. It's okay. It doesn't really bother me, but then when you flip it around, this part is kind of too big, so it bends like that, and I can't really get it to stay. But I think it's because I'm just too skinny. Yeah, but the rest of the cosplay looks good. It's just that this piece I wouldn't really like in terms of like, it's a harness, and I know it's supposed to be something that's like iconic to what he wears, like Shoto wears, but it's just, it's too big. I would say you wouldn't have to worry about this if you're a bigger build. It's just, I'm super skinny, so if you're on the smaller side, it might bother you, and you might have to like make your own type of harness. But typically that's what I found about a lot of like armored pieces. They're like a one size fits all. They're not really like adjusted to your size in any way, so you kind of have to modify things. I'm not sure how I would modify this, but I probably might make my own harness one day. Like, this is too big for me, but it still looks really nice. But yeah, kind of out of breath because I'm hungry, and I was like, I ate a little bit. I was like, I thought it was okay for this video, but apparently I'm just really hungry. So yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know like my thought process for like saying things is kind of all over the place because typically I'm just really kind of just making up stuff as I go, like saying stuff as I go, like, oh, this and stuff like that. So that's why I try to open it beforehand, so that way I open up my packages beforehand, so that way I can see and take note of things that are like what fits, and like pointing out like flaws or like pros and cons of the cosplay. Overall, this is a good cosplay. It just needs some modifying for me in general, but I feel like it still is good. It just depends on your body size and type. Sometimes things are overly like too big and sometimes things are too small. But yeah, but overall it is pretty, like it fits me well. It's just the harness doesn't fit that well, but everything else including the belt fits me okay. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a long time since I did one of these reviews, so I'm kind of like all over the place when it comes to this. But yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video, I did buy a couple more things from the same place, from Cosplay FTW, so I will be also sharing those in that video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!